Hey guys, just want to run through this with you. This is basically a simplified version of meal plans. Now, the idea about what I teach is really get you connected with food and learn to cook and prepare food. And if you are eating processed food, food that's been altered, added stuff to it, it's not ideal long term health. Short term, now and again, it's fine. But this is really just get you connected with food. So the meal plans I do are like they're all singing, dancing. I mean, the way Trained Rice does it, they charge a lot of money to do them because it's really clever. So I kind of want you to get an angle on that. But just if you really want to simplify that and you're struggling with that, if you look at these here, this is just my always simple go-to, like meal guide. And this is what I say to everyone. Because what does protein do? Three things. It fills you up, stops you getting hungry, it creates satiety. It stops you losing muscle mass when you drop in weight. So body fat goes down rather than goes up. And that happens a lot with a lot of diets. Body fat goes up even though you lose 3 stone. And the other one is you burn a lot more calories eating protein than you do carbs or fat. So technically it's about 30-40% of calories ingested by eating protein is burnt up. Carbs is like 4% and fat's 0.5%. Let's say you ate a fillet steak, you might be vegan or vegetarian, but just use an example, and the fillet steak was 400 calories, you'd burn up 40 calories just by eating steaks. You'll break it down. So 400 calories, 40, 80, 160, 160 will leave you 240 calories coming in. So always start every meal with protein. Nitrate-free bacon, you can buy that in every supermarket now. It just basically has no additives in it. Meat, poultry, protein powders are great, especially menopausal women. Whole eggs, just simple stuff. Like me in the morning, I'll always start my go-to breakfast. I never get bored of it. Is some Greek yogurt, scoop of protein powder, and just to give it some crunch, I chuck in some high protein granola. They sell it in Lidl's, they sell it in Waitrose, and in Sainsbury's. I don't do masses of it. There's still a lot of carbs in it, but it's still high protein. Then if you add some greens, I mean, with that yogurt, I wouldn't worry too much about greens with that. But if you had like, I don't know, scrambled eggs for breakfast, or you had, oh God, an omelette, something like that, you could have dark leafy greens with it. I had a breakfast the other day at David Lloyd, and it was a chicken breast, some bacon, spinach, 2 poached eggs, and mushrooms. So you do it that way. Add flavor. I mean, this is all stuff that's got no calories in it and makes food super, super tasty. So spices, chili powder, cumin, garlic. And the other options are like all the other herbs, spices, salt and pepper. I watched a chef on, I think it's James Martin. James Martin in the morning. He's got a restaurant in Park Lane, and he was just cooking basic chicken. And he was saying the problem is people never season it enough. So he was literally coating his chicken breast or chicken leg in salt and pepper, pan frying it in the pan, and then putting in the oven for like 30 minutes. And it was like super, super tasty. Season your food. Hot sauces are great. There's no calories in hot sauces, so any hot sauce is good. I mean, I'm lucky. I love hot, spicy food. I love chilies, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's a good way of doing it. The only thing with the salt is if you've got super high blood pressure, it's not ideal. Um, then you've got like the fats, cooking coconut or avocado oil, because you can cook at high temperature with these, whereas olive oil is unstable at high temperature and is possibly carcinogenic. So you can bake vegetables at low temperature with olive oil, and you can use it as dressing. Like simple dressing is olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and some black pepper and lime. If you really want to add, I mean, you want to add some more fats in avocados, some nuts maybe. I put nuts in main courses like cashews, stuff like that. And if you go carbs, think of like sprouted bread. Rye bread is typical. Sprouted grain bread. Once again, you buy these Holland Barrett, Waitrose, etc. Sweet potatoes, squash, or wild rice. Healthy beverages. Yeah, I mean, you can have a drink. Have a drink. My favorite is, and it works incredibly well, and the research is good on it, is a very expensive tequila with soda water and limes. It's like a skinny margarita. In London, they call it a skinny bitch because the women go out to dinner, get drunk, wake up in the morning, flat stomach, no hangover. It's got medicinal benefits. And if you've had tequila in the past and you've been sick, it's probably because you've drunk a blended tequila with shots after like drinking wine or beer. Or you could go like with something like Grey Goose or Belvedere vodka, which is a really good one. Add it with soda water. Soda water gets it into the blood stream quicker, and the limes, blunt the insulin response so you don't get a sugar rush. Go soda water rather than tonic. I can't drink tonic. It tastes like pure sugar to me because the body, even though there's no calories in it, it's like a diet tonic water. You still get that. The brain still gets that sugary feeling. It's like, oh, hey, where's all the sugar? I need some sugar. So that makes sense. That's just that one I'm doing on just basically a simple meal guide for every meal.